There's an old saying that goes, to teach is to touch a life forever. Later this March, Oshkosh will celebrate education. Carlene Grabner joins us now with more. Carlene, thanks for the time.
Thanks for having me.
Celebrate Education. This is an event that actually happens to fall the same day as State of the City address and right before the State of the City address over at the Convention Center, correct?
Yes.
Just talk about the event and really what Celebrate Education, the event, is all about.
Yeah, the correlation between State of the City kind of happened on accident a couple years ago, and we had our event and then found out the city had their State of the City event, and the times worked out where ours is over and State of the City starts at the same time, and it was a wonderful correlation because obviously as many people that want to celebrate our city like to celebrate education as well, so it's been a wonderful connection. Celebrate Education has been going on for 20 years. We renamed it Celebrate Education about 5 years ago, but it's a night to give awards out to teachers and to community people that do great things in our education system.
I mean, you said this started 20 years ago. Who brainstormed this idea? What group kind of came up with, hey, we should have an event to kind of honor, teachers in the area and local educators?
So, Nick, there's a bunch of different parts to it. We have some endowment funds at the Community Foundation that are specific for education. So through the years, those funds have been giving out mini grants. Lots of them focused in different directions, but we've been doing that for a really long time. And then partners like the Chamber of Commerce, Wisconsin Public Service, who has an education foundation, the school district, of course, and Kiwanis have all come together because we've all done some of our own things in education, but we decided, I think the event with all of those partners is 5 years old, and we just decided let's do one great event together and not try to run a bunch of different things going on all over. So that partnership happened about 5 years ago, and it's been wonderful.
Who comes to this event, generally speaking, as you said, you got 20 years basically of data in terms of who's coming to this event, but who usually comes outside of those who are being recognized for some sort of award, and for those that are interested in coming, then what's the cost to them?
Sure. Now, with the new philosophy of the way we do this the last 5 years, our hope in the goal of attendance is, like you said, not only the people that are receiving grants or awards, but also to have community members there. It is a real feel-good night. And so it's wonderful not to just have those and their colleagues that are receiving the awards, but to have business people there, and just to show the education community and those that volunteer in the education community how much we appreciate the work that they do. And so our goal is to have more than just the recipients of the grants there. The cost of the event is nothing. We do not charge. We have wonderful sponsorship support by the partners that I had talked about. We all contribute to the event, and like I said, Kiwanis, the Chamber, the school district, us, and Wisconsin Public Service, and the Community Foundation. And so there is no cost to the event, and we really do want to try to keep it that way.
And that means then no tickets that are needed? You just kind of show up and come as you are?
I'd prefer if people register. They can register on the Community Foundation website, or on any of our other partners do have links to the event itself as well. But it is good to register just so we know how many people are coming. But yeah, walk-ins are available as well.
I don't know if this is secretive or classified information, but can you reveal some of the people that are going to be recognized, some of the award recipients, some of the grants that are going to be given out this year?
Sure, and I actually can't because right now the things that are happening is this year with the Rudoy Awards, the principals nominate excellent teachers, and that's happening right now. And then also the Celebrate Education Awards, where like Kiwanis and our foundation dollars, that grant application process is happening right now. So you self-nominate yourself. Then there is a committee that comes together and divvies out those dollars. The awards that come through from like the school district, the Chamber of Commerce, Lourdes Academy does an award. Those awards are given on behalf of somebody who's done great work in either in a business school environment or great work for like Lourdes Academy or the school district. I don't know who those winners are yet either, but they will be announced that night.
Okay.
And that's kind of a cool partnership too. So not only are we just doing wonderful teacher recognition, but we are recognizing people who have gone over and above for their schools.
And you said it's kind of committee decided upon, the grants, the awards and whatnot. Who or what group makes up these committees, and how are these people decided to then, I guess, be the judge of the eventual, award, endowment, those different types of things that you mentioned?
So that also has a couple pockets. When it comes to the Kiwanis dollars, there is a Kiwanis committee, and that is made up of different Kiwanians. They raise their money throughout the year, and then they too do these smaller innovative teacher awards. So they come together and they go through all the great applications and then determine, they usually pick a theme or a criteria each year. Like maybe one year they focus on technology and maybe one year they don't, more green initiatives in the classroom type of thing. But they have that, and then our community foundation has a committee as well that focuses on our particular grants.
Talk about, if you will, now the kind of the layout. I know with like State of the City, they're going to have food and drink and that kind of stuff. What is the layout when you get there? Is there like a meet and greet, a mingling before the presentations and that type of thing began? Just kind of give us when you walk in the door, the breakdown of how it all happens.
Sure. So it's structured almost like a networking event. So when you join us this year at Lourdes Academy, has a musical group that will be playing as background music, and there will be food, appetizers, and all that great stuff, cash bar. And so that type of activity will be happening in the beginning. Sometimes we do have booths that showcase some of our previous grants, and maybe some of the partnership, like a PALS partnership between a school and a business. So we'll have them kind of set up on the side, like almost like an expo idea. Typically, in other years, we've had a keynote speaker. Like last year, we had the state superintendent, Tony Evers, speak. But this year, because of the Oshkosh for Education initiative that's going on, we decided not to bring in a speaker, and we're going to update that audience on what's going on with the Oshkosh for Education initiative that's taking place right now. So definitely a nice casual music in the beginning, and then we sit down, and because there are so many awards, which is absolutely wonderful, but it's about 45 minutes then of awards.
Okay. Finally, you mentioned a little while back that you want the public to come outside of just the award recipients and whatnot. Why should they come, in your opinion?
In our opinion, education is so important. It's so important to the business community. It's so important to parents. It's so important to our future workforce. And our teachers do a wonderful job, and they shouldn't just be getting pats on the back from their parents in the classroom and their kids. They need to be getting pats on the back from the rest of us in the community. And it's just a great, fun night to say thank you. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for the products of our youth that you're turning out in this community, and congratulations for going above and beyond and trying to do some innovative things in your classroom.
Well, Carlene, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, folks, don't forget that almost right after Celebrate Education wraps up at the Convention Center on March 25th, the State of the City address will be delivered, so you can take in 2 great events back to back. We hope to see you there. Next, it's all about the barbershop, but we're not talking cutting hair. Don't change the channel.